Hello, everybody, and thanks for joining us after that short break. Hold on a second. Here we go.
Oh, yeah.
We're back.
Are we live?
Yeah, we're live right now. We're live in the studio.
Hey, that's
Yeah,
cool.
I like that. It's pretty sick.
It's chill.
Yeah, it's super chill. Thanks for that filler music.
It's like Matrix when they're in the elevator. You're just waiting for the door to open, and then
It's
all
great.
hell breaks
Great
loose.
scene.
Mhm.
Great scene, by the way. Great scene. Do we live in a Matrix? We're not going there. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here's what we want to talk about today. We want to talk about this new product we got coming. We're going to talk about it live right here.
I
Happy
love it.
we can beta test with some folks who are interested in it. Happy to get you into it if you are a company, you have a website or an app, and you're going to be interested in this new product we have coming out here on TARTLE. And we're going to tell you why it's probably the next best option.
And we're taking down Google and Facebook, the login part.
Yeah, the login part.
So that just hold on.
This is cool.
It's going to be great.
So our new product we're releasing, and you guys are hearing it here first. It's called TARTLE DataVault Connect. So what does that mean for you? DataVault Connect is a seamless way for consumers who are our app or website users to vault the data that they're generating on these apps or website directly into a secure data vault on TARTLE. No friction. Super simple for them to do. And then they have the ability to take all that data they've been generating and monetize it using TARTLE Marketplace technologies. Why would somebody ever want to do that? What is this Data Vault Connect? So we took the industry standard parameters of OAuth 2.0. What this is, and for those of you who are techie out there, there's a tokenization process for logins. It's something that Google and Facebook use. When you go to sign up for a new app or website or sign into one, it'll say sign up with Google, sign up with Facebook, or log in with Google, log in with Facebook, depending on the path that you're taking. What you are going to be able to see is have a new button that says log in with TARTLE, vault and monetize your data. Now, why would a company who's in the interest of doing the right thing for their customers, not the wrong thing, but they want to do the right thing, why would they not want to sign up for this? That'd be crazy. Why the company would want to give people the ability as a consumer to vault your data. This is very attractive. Yes. That means if I, as a consumer, are going to use a website or an app, it is beneficial for me to choose the ones that have the login with TARTLE button because it shows that the company respects me and respects my data. Now, as a company, it's easy for you to install. We have all this stuff. It's open source. You can put in a little bit of development work and have this thing on your site installed in no time. I mean, you do it for a Facebook login button. There's no reason you couldn't do it for TARTLE, but what's the benefit for you? Let's talk about a little bit of these benefits. And Jason, you're going to run me through a lot of this stuff.
I want to go to the OAuth revolution because I want people to understand the current landscape of what's happening, especially when it comes to traditional OAuth 2 buttons, the cost centers, what's going on, Google, Facebook. So let's start there. And what are companies getting now? And then how are they paying for user authentication? But what limited value feedback are they getting?
Zero. So here's the thing. When you go to sign in with a service, you're going to say, I'm going to permission my Google data over to this company. I have no way to extract that data from that company if I don't want it there anymore, but I'm going to permission it over so that one, Google knows who I am, and two, the company knows who I am, and that'll authenticate me into this new service. So I use this awesome, internet-wide service of OAuth 2.0, with Google's brand name on it or Facebook. But what happened? I gave my data away for free. It gave me a quick login process, but after that, it's doing me no good.
There's no direct benefit.
The only benefit was a quick sign up.
Yeah.
And what you're doing is you're giving the benefit to Google rather than giving the benefit to yourself.
Well, you're giving the user data to Google.
And you're giving the user data to Google. So, and you're also telling Google,
yes,
like what information you guys are storing on your system. You're giving them direct access and insight to read into what your needs are. That's insane.
Yeah.
Why would you ever tell some third-party company what you guys are proprietarily trying to do?
Well, and also I think what's so unique about DataVault Connect is we have a complete, I'm going to use a buzzword here, but a paradigm shift where it becomes a revenue center. And this is where I want you to get into what each login generates through our profit sharing model.
Okay, guys, just be patient here. Let me walk you through it because there's a new concept. When you install the DataVault Connect login button on your site, what happens is when someone goes to log in or sign up, the data they're generating on your site gets sent as a payload of information into that individual's data vault. It's not for TARTLE's benefit. I can't see it. I don't know what the hell's going on. It goes into this person's data vault. When that person sells that data, and if they came from your site using that button, we pay you back 10% of Tartle's revenue that was earned when those people were selling that data. Does Google pay you back every time someone clicks that button? Absolutely not.
No.
And here's this is like the cherry on top. Not only do you get to earn from it by installing when the people use it, the more pass-through you put through, the more we benefit you in rev share. And to double down, I got one more thing to say because I know you're excited.
Yeah, this is exciting.
The other thing that's cool about DataVault Connect, it comes with an audit trail. You don't get that with Google. You don't get it with anybody else.
Explain the built-in compliance and the consent management part.
Very good. Tartle, at its absolute core as a technology, deals with consent. Okay, it deals with the permissioning of a copy of a piece of data in time, date time stamped with a blockchain-based verification and an audit trail to say that me as a company, I source this data ethically from this person at this time for this price. So when any court of law comes to you or anybody is questioning what's going on, you have a verifiable proof you own that asset and you got consent to owning that asset. That's what that data is. With DataVault Connect, all of those elements of that audit trail are automatically happening for you. So when data is permissioned to you as a company, it comes with the audit trail. When you give it into Tartle, it almost passes it through a machine that straps on these audit mechanics that makes it compliant for GDPR, HIPAA, CCPA, any sort of new regulation that comes in place because it's 100% consumer driven. That's the beauty of it. So Tartle gives you the benefit of rev share, okay, enhanced compliance, and a massive ethical and financial benefit, or goodwill benefit of installing this button for your website or app to your consumers that are using it.
Well, it's also interesting because Google has Google Ads, Facebook has Meta Ads. What we have is direct access to zero and first party data, whether you want to train your AI models or whatever it may be. So that user that logs in, all Google's going to do on Google Ads is keep track of it themselves behind the scenes of who it is.
And make money off of it.
And then you can make an audience out of all the people that, that you keep track from your website. You can download the list, all those different things. But what's cool with us, and I want you to explain this part, is you can have access to the zero first party data. You can purchase that through Tartle. But what can they purchase about a user that signed up?
They can
explain.
You can purchase healthcare records, private photos and videos, genomic sequences, financial information, QuickBooks, Strava, social media. We give you an avenue as a company to say, guess what? If I want to better understand my consumers, I can use the identifier that I receive when they use Tartle DataVault Connect. I can use that identifier to go back to these groups of people and ethically source that data with all the same audit trail benefits, right? Compliance and goodwill that happens when I'm doing it through Tartle. And I can get the most longitudinal real-time data from my cohort of people. And they don't have to be, here's the thing. When you typically have someone on your website or app, you can only capture data for that time when they're on your website or app, and you are restricted to what you can capture. But you can use this as an unlock, so even when they're off system for you, you can capture things that were never possible before.
100%. That's the cool part. Also, what people don't realize, because it sounds sketchy. It's like, well, what are you scraping their data? Where
No.
Are you buying this from third-party data buyers? Like, where are you getting this? Explain the privacy and security features, like our end-to-end encryption, user anonymization, the granular consent management.
Yeah, so we use asymmetric encryption principles, like really top-end sort of stuff. We don't have to get nosebleed about it, but we could probably do another episode on it. We also made sure that all of the data that's getting vaulted by people who are Tartle members is completely obfuscated from Tartle. We can't see it, can't touch it, can't manage it, can't do anything. I couldn't even tell you what's inside of it. But what we wanted to do was create a mechanism that makes it efficient for people to source that data directly from those people. We are just an infrastructure bridge between consumer, patient, whatever you want to call them, lead, okay, and you as a business. That's all we're doing. So whether it be research, business, ads, or enhancing a current product that you have, or if you're in market research, there's no better system in the world to use than Tartle. And if you go back to the elements of DataVault Connect, this is something very exciting and enticing to the people that are currently part of your business population.
Yeah, and I think the whole difference when it comes to the consent that we get is also there's automated compliance tracking. We have the ability to track exactly what everyone was doing. So,
Hmm.
because we've talked to a lot of large companies with big legal firms, and they're looking at our tech, and the biggest concern is the privacy aspect. And I want the business that's listening to this, deciding to put our OAuth 2 button, how rest assured can they feel knowing that if they put this button on their site and they're revenue sharing, how can they be comfortable knowing that it's all legit?
Guys, I'm going to be honest. We have spent a lot of money on expensive legal teams and very, very conservative firms that are very low risk tolerance people to make sure that what we are doing not only meets the bar for
Mhm.
what they require in terms of risk and compliance, but exceeds it. And we've done it every single time. And we had
Yes.
to build that into the technology to make sure it works for anybody. I don't care if it's the Department of Defense. I don't care if it's a healthcare company. It doesn't matter who it is, but we are making sure that all the right things are done, and we are building all of the tools so that you can feel comfortable
Mm.
with the fact that no headache is going to meet you later on down the road from using a service like this.
Yeah, and then that's where I want to get into how simple the integration process is. It's standard OAuth 2 protocols, drop-in button implementation. We have comprehensive SDK access, and then our clear documentation support resources. So just share how simple it is.
Guys, we have a website, really easy to get to. It's like the full repo. So your developers or anybody that knows how to institute lightweight JavaScript can put this in to any web app or any phone app that they choose to do so. Super easy to do, and they can do it very quickly. And we have all the explicit instructions in this software development kit, in this repo, for other developers to come in and understand that we know best practices. They will see it. They will find very quick comfort in using DataVault Connect because it's built for them. They will get it at the most technical level. And the cool part is, here's the best part about DataVault Connect and why you should install it. Google and Facebook haven't done anything for you. Yeah, maybe you got a quick sign up to your app, but it's actually not valuable over time. Your greatest value comes from establishing relationships with the people that use your technology. And if you establish that through data and doing the right thing, you're taking a stance that builds long-term trust with consumers. And that's a very difficult thing to do in a world where so many people are trying to bid for consumer trust, but don't actually have the technology or the philosophy married together to support what those consumers need. And so when you come and you say, I want to use DataVault Connect, go for it, sign up, use all these elements. It's completely free for you to use. And downside, the only downside is that you would be stuck with Google or Facebook by not installing this and not do right by your consumers. That's it.
That's it. Yeah.
All you have to do is choose to adopt it. We will share revenue with you. We will reduce your compliance issues, and we will help you get access to data that otherwise you have been unable to get access to. So TARTLE, DataVault Connect, we will put more of the elements in the description of the show notes after we're done being live here in the studio. You can check it out, learn more, reach out to us. If you'd like to be an early adopter of this system, we'll help you walk you through it. It'd be really, really cool. We'd appreciate it. We'd love to see people taking the charge.
Tartle.co.
Yeah, TARTLE.co. Thank you very much, everybody.